Hey guys, it's Makai and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.
Girl, you deserve to be happy for once. I just want you to be happy for once.
Because I'm always posting. I literally just posted this morning. Like, I literally just posted. And if you're here now, we besties now because you clicked on the video. But anyway, guys, today we are doing book recommendations. Everybody always tell me that I look like a librarian, and I kind of like it, but I'm also starting to, okay, that really just gave me like librarian. Oh, don't fall. I kind of like that name though, so I don't know. But guys, we are here with some book recommendations, and these book recommendations are going to be books that's going to elevate your love life. Not just your love life with romantic relationships, but your love life with friendships, siblings, pets, with yourself, most importantly with yourself. These books have pretty much changed my life. It's like one or two or three that I haven't read yet, so I can't say that those changed my life, but all the other ones have changed my life and have changed my mindset on love. And my biggest takeaway from all of them was love is important in every area of your life, and it is important to get real uncomfortable when you are trying to love people. It is important to sacrifice sometimes how you feel and what you want to accommodate to somebody else's needs, because you get so much more in return. Also, it is very important to understand. Oh guys, this made me remember, I forgot one book actually. Let me go get that one. Very important to understand that life is so much more than romantic relationships. The type of beauty that we can create within platonic friendships and relationships is very important. And I feel like, especially with like girl on girl friendships, it is so easy to be like, oh, that's my friend, that's my B, we blah blah blah, and talk about boys and do all this, but a lot of them are not experiencing their friend for who they are, and then when they fall out, it's like, why? But it's like, because we don't know each other, you know? So it's just a whole bunch of that. I don't know, I'm not really gonna do this in order. I'm just gonna take from the top, y'all, because I'm already sitting on a chair. So let's hop right into it. Do y'all like my new case? It's so cute. Thumbnail. It's so cute. I got this because it's spring, new beginnings. I'm always in a new beginning, y'all. Okay, so first things first is this book that I got about, I don't know, 2 months ago, and it's called The Other Significant Others. And this book is about how it's two girls and they're friends, and they stop being friends for a while, but then they come back together. They don't let outside relationships ruin them. Like, every time one of them is dating somebody, they let the person that they're dating know that, okay, my friend is very, very, very important to me, and if you try to remove her or want her out of my life, we're not going to be able to work out, because this is my first relationship. You know what I mean? And I don't see nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So this is very short and like simple. If you read it, it'll probably be a good read. This is very short and like, you're gonna get the gist right away. You feel me? Next we have Love is Letting Go of Fear. Love is Letting Go of Fear by, who is this by? Gerald G. Jemsky, MD. That's who this is by. This book changed my life, y'all. I'm not playing. This book, I read this book 3 times. Like, usually I don't have to read a book 3 times. I read this book 3 times. The first time I read this book was when I was in between 2 people, and I did not know what I was doing at all. Like, I was just so confused on how I was like wanting to love 2 people and be with 2 people. So that was the first time. And then the second time was, I was just trying to understand how to be a better person in general, like how to love without all these attachments and control and like things like that. And then the third time was just me understanding like what love is. Like, I was going through a big transition with somebody I used to be friends with, And I really needed to understand how to still love that person even though we are growing apart. So this helped me with that as well. So I love this. This is a great book. I got this from Barnes & Noble. I also got that from, all these books are mostly from Barnes & Noble. But this, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 recommend, and I'll recommend it again. Okay? You heard that. You heard that. Okay. This one, I know y'all probably didn't expect this one because this is a romance book, y'all. But this had me like, what's next, Ryle? Why would you do that, Ryle? Why would you do this? This is how this had me. And I'm like, usually romance book cannot keep me in a chokehold, y'all. But when I was reading this at the time in my life, like, I needed this. I needed this. And this one really just told me to follow your heart and do what's right. This was really simple. Follow your heart, do what's right for you and yours. And don't be with someone just because it feels right or it makes sense. Be with the person that God ordained you to be, because if you're with the wrong person, you're gonna know. Like, life is gonna tell you. And I love that, because I feel like people get so mad when like people have to break up or their partner is transitioning into somebody else. And I'm not saying that they don't have to be mad, but what I'm saying is you have to understand that this is life. We are not in that much control of our lives as we think. And we can't choose who we love or who we really deep down want to spend the rest of our life with. So it's like, I understand that you're mad because you built this thing with this person, but like, just how they will find a new partner, you will find a new partner as well. Like, it's going to be okay. We have to learn how to detach from the outcome and embrace what it is. So I love this for that reason. So that was a 10 out of 10. No, I'm gonna do 9 out of 10. Even though that's not a big difference, but I'm gonna do 9 out of 10. This one, I wanna do 9 out of 10 as well. Sorry, y'all, I'm not talking in order, but 9 out of 10 for this one. So this is called A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. It says, reflections on the principles of A Course in Miracles. What did I say? Reflections on the principles of a course in miracles. Okay, so yeah, throughout the book she was kind of like reflecting on a book that she read that must have like really touched her and changed her life, and then she made a whole book herself. So this is definitely a 9 out of 10. Y'all can see that this is one of those books that I put to the side to read another book, and not because it was bad. This was one of those books that I needed, that like it needed to align with certain parts of my life. So it's like I needed to see certain parts of this book at certain times in my life, and it really helped me to keep my attention on what matters. And the biggest thing I remember from this book is to see your brothers and sisters' innocence. And what that means is we are all innocent. We are all innocent in some way. And when we do have trauma and bad attitudes and all those things like that, it comes from somewhere else. That does not give a person the excuse to be a horrible person, to just give up on life, to give up on, their spiritual journey. But what people go through shapes them, and it really shapes them for the rest of their life, especially if they don't want to like change, you know what I mean? So this book taught me to accept the person's innocence for what it is, see their innocence, and decide what you're going to do with that. Are you going to keep them in your life or not? Yeah, this book really touched me, and it took me like a while to read. And it also talked about how like healing takes many forms of commitment, miracles. You go through so many phases when you are trying to become a better lover. And so this book really touched me. Sorry if I'm not giving like full into depth, y'all. Like, I'm one of those type of people, like, you gotta read it to understand it for you, but I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna try. Now this, if you've been on my YouTube, this did more than change my life. This book changed my identity. Like, Not even with the dramatics, y'all. Like, this book truly changed my identity as a human being, to the point where I emailed her like, you have changed my life and I need to meet you now. I didn't say that, but I definitely said, you have changed my life. This book is called Adventures for Your Soul by Shannon Kaiser. I love her so much, but I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Adventures for Your Soul. I love this book because it gives you grabs, it gives you questions, it makes you question yourself as soon as you open the book. Soon as you open the book. Let me show y'all. One of the most common habits we fall into that can hinder our happiness is overthinking things and failing to act. It makes you question your whole reality as soon as you open it. This book taught me about freedom. When I was living at the old house, I was at a point in my life where it was like kind of like summer, and I was ready to just be free. I was ready to experience life for what it was. I was ready to do small things that made me happy, but it's like I was so scared to do things alone. I was so scared to just put myself out there as me, and this book challenged me so much. Like, I cried when I was done with this book, y'all. This book challenged me to love myself in a way that I never thought that I could. It's really an adventure for your soul. Like, oh, y'all, I don't know, but this book, 1,000 out of 10. 1,000 out of 10. It changed my mind, for real. It changed my mind. It talks about detoxing. It talks about your fear of happiness. It talks about the fear of, like, not doing what makes you happy because you are scared of the outcome and what the outcome will be and what other people would think of you and things like that, y'all. So this book really touched me a lot. And then we have The Relationship Cure, which I am still in the middle. Y'all, I have to sit down. I am still in the middle of reading this book. Yeah, I'm still in the middle of this book. I love this book because it talks about emotional bids, and it talks about how important it is not to ignore our friends, our parents, our kids, our siblings, not to ignore the emotional bids that people want to make with us, because usually when somebody's making an emotional bid, they need it. And if you don't know what an emotional bid is like, if I come up to you like reaching out for a hug, asking for a hug, and you like reject me, like, now you just implemented rejection in my brain. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you did. So it talks about that, and it changes how you see conversations as well. So not just physical bids, but verbal bids too. How we can change our words to make other people feel safe, which is something that I really, really, really like to do for other people. So yes, this is one of those reads. It's something that I'm going pretty slow on because, yeah, I'm just going slow on. But, and then we have this, and I just smile when I see this because I already know this is going to be one of my favorite books. I started reading it last night and read a little more. I'm really only on page 8, y'all. And it's called All About Love by Bell Hooks. I love it already. I know it's going to dive deep, deep, deep. This is one of those where I don't really have a backstory on because I just got it. But I can tell you where I'm at right now and why it might align with my life. Right now, I am at a place in my life where I have just entered a new transition in life. A new transition, and that's appearance, the way I talk, the way that I love, the way that I see love, the way I'm going to act on love, especially from reading those other books. That's where I'm at right now. Taking life by the hand and putting me and life in a relationship and not in separation. So I'm going to definitely update y'all on this. And this is another one of the new ones that I didn't really get to read yet, but it's called How to Know a Person, David Brooks. And one of my friends sent me a picture of this book, like something, because she has this book. And it was something that I read in there. I was like, oh, I need that book. I need that book. It was something about the way that he worded something. I think he said, I don't know, but I know that he combined creativity in relationships and made them like one. Like, it just really touched me, y'all. So when I find that, I'm gonna tell y'all. So make sure y'all stay updated on my vlogs. But I know this is gonna be a good read. 10 out of 10 already, just by the page that she sent me. Also for this one too, a 10 out of 10 for this one too, because I had noticed this book a long time ago on TikTok, but I had never like got it or really paid too much attention to it because I had like other love books. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for this one too, because it already taught me something just by watching a video. So yeah, those are the books I recommend. Those are the books I recommend if you are trying to implement more love in your life, more love for yourself, for your siblings. If you're just trying to change as a whole, those are good books for you to dive into, because they're going to break down parts of your brain. And what I love about the book so much, you're only going to get the book that you feel called to and you feel aligned to. So even if these books don't help you, keep searching around when you're in the library or in Barnes & Noble and get the ones that you feel called to. And if you get it and you still don't feel called to it, keep paying attention to the things around you. Take it back if you need to. I could say for me, all the books that I have right in front of me, I felt called to them, and that's why I got them anyway. I felt called to them, I felt aligned with them, and every phase of my life, these books has helped me and changed my life. Like the Return to Love book and the Adventures to Your Soul, I've been done reading them. I'm just now putting them away in my tote, for when I move. Because I did a big transition today I was done with my acceptance journal and stuff like that, and I got a new journal, and those books were a reflection of that journal, so I was just putting them away. I'm just now putting them away because I really wanted to keep them by me, because they touched me like so much, y'all. Like it's not even funny. So I'm trying to do better with like going into depths about stuff, but I'm just trying to do better with that so y'all can actually understand what I'm saying and understand why these books touch me in such a spiritual way. But this wasn't really an into-depth like reflection video of the books. They were just recommendations. So if I ever do a into-depth deep reflection, y'all are just gonna get those deep parts. But yeah, go get those books. They're all from Barnes & Noble. I think one of them I got like from a book library on the street, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. It was a line. Like, what if I never turned down that street? But yeah, go get these books. Most of these books are pretty cheap. I would say like 2 books I did pay like $30 for. So yeah, pick your poison, you know what I mean? But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I love you so much, bestie. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Kaya out.